Good morning. It is Saturday, April 12th. Happy Sabbath for those who have a Sabbath today. Happy Sabbath for those who have a Sabbath tomorrow. It is day 17 of my liquid fast. And today we are not attending church services because in lieu of Passover, we had church service last night. So today is still my Sabbath, but a bit of a free day. So I do want to go take a walk today. It looks like it's raining still, a drizzle or two. I think that's supposed to let up. I'm not sure though. Yeah. So, welcome. Good morning. Those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, come on in, right? Like, subscribe, share, or just sit back and watch. It's okay. No hard feelings. We do a lot of things on this channel, a lot of nothingness. It's amazing. It's vibes, okay? And I am still currently working on my mental health journey. And in lieu of my mental health journey, I have started what was a 3-day liquid fast and has now turned into a 17-day liquid fast. So, let God be the leader in this one. Okay. So, what do you guys have going on this weekend? Let me know in the chat. Let me know what's up. Are there any festivals? Are there any concerts? Do you guys have plans for Passover if you recognize that? If not, do you go to church on the weekends? Let me know. Do you not go to church? Do you just party? You know what I mean? You go out at night, you get it in. Let me know, right? Yeah, let me know what you guys' plans are for the weekend. Today I normally do a bit of self-care day. So I do plan on doing an eye mask today because they're getting a little out of the ordinary up under there. But with me doing this liquid fast, I feel like my skin is clearing up a tad bit, which is really, really good. And now that my face is starting to shrink a bit, I feel like the skin under here has gotten a bit looser, which, I don't really like it. We're going to have to work on that tightness. So, my apologies, my phone rung. Yeah. So, what I've been doing, which I only mentioned once in one of my earlier vlogs. My lips were so hard. Ooh, them early morning lips. So what I've been doing is tweaking my lifestyle, my eating lifestyle. That's what I've been doing. I have a little book here, Fit and Healthy. This is what I'm gonna start using for, I want to say, at least the first 60 days of me getting back into my eating habits. Because the thing is, coming off of a liquid fast, even though I'm taking in calories, right? So it's not just me drinking just water, right? Way different from that type of fast. I am getting some sort of calorie because I'm juicing, right? And when I first started, I moderately was drinking protein shakes to help me get into the whole habit of accepting liquid and still feeling some sort of satiation. So, and I haven't had a protein shake. It's going on, I think, 3 or 4 days now. So, doing really good. Just the juices, water, and tea. And then the little bit of Jell-O that I let myself have a couple days ago. And so this here, and you're probably going to see it backwards, but I just want to show you the layout of it. I'll probably put another picture up on the side so you can see what it actually looks like. But Um, this book here, it has you put the day and the time, and then you could literally like plan out your day and write down exactly, what you're going to eat. So it has your goal for today is, and you put your goal. It has your exercise and activity plans, how long, or how many for your exercise plans, with who and where you could put down. You put down what you're proud and excited about, put down what you're frustrated about, put down what you could do different, put down your goal plans, and you mark your weight for the day. So you get on the scale every day. Again, for me, I know it's a liquid fast, so everyone wants to know the weight. Cool, right? I do like the difference that I'm seeing as far as coming down in my weight. For me, this is about controlling my emotional eating because it can come back like that, okay? Especially once I start eating. So for me, the weight is not a big deal. Like, and I know it's probably a lot of people that get on, their channels or whatever, and they do things and, try to act like they're not concerned about their weight when, they probably really are. For me, it's just not, guys. And I mean, if you haven't seen that already, right? I'm not hopping up and going to the gym every day. I'm not trying to do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just trying to keep my body moving and get into the habit of it. So you'll see an exercise here and there, and I'll get up and I'll go to the park more so because it helps me here, right? And not, for my outside appearance. But I absolutely love the fact that it is bringing me down in my weight. So I will still continue to record that because that's a part of my journey. And somebody who watches may watch just because they want to know how much weight I lost. Maybe they don't have a mental thing to work on. Maybe they're just like, I'm thinking about doing a body reset and I want to know, what her weight loss was like during this journey so I can, possibly do it to help me kind of reset myself and get on a good weight loss journey. So kudos for anybody that's doing that, okay? But your girl in a mental, okay? I got to work on that. But now here they have for breakfast, you put your food portion, your calories, and then you put, it says, calories, fat, and carbs, okay? Now, for me, I'm going to be doing fairly low fat. I am not one of those people that stick to like a restrictive diet for eating, okay? I believe that healthy eating is a well-rounded meal. So, good proteins. Of course, you got to have some fats, right? Your olive oils, your avocados, and things like that. And your complex carbs, right? The ones that God created for us to eat, the ones that grow out the ground, not your processed carbs, not your high sugary fat foods, not Tim Hortons muffins. You know what I mean? But your good carbs. So I believe in eating everything. Now the one thing I don't eat is pork, so I won't eat that. But however, I will eat a well-rounded portion of meats. I love fish, I love lamb, I love chicken. I don't eat beef as much, but in a good spaghetti or something like that, I absolutely will. So, I think being healthy is knowing how to portion things out. Just like some people say, you should just do away with all your carbs, not even have pasta. You can have protein pasta. The thing is portion, right? So your portion is what's going to keep you at the healthiest weight, and your portion is what's going to keep you from binging. Because if you restrict yourself from something that you absolutely love, then when you give in and decide to let yourself have a little bit, you might go ham, okay? You might go crazy. So just, maybe don't eat pasta every day, but can you have a plate of pasta? Absolutely, right? So I'm going to be using this because it's going to help me get back on track once I stop my fast. And again, I probably won't use it permanently, of course, but at least for the first 30 to 60 days, just to help me see my patterns as I get back into eating. So let me take a sip of my coffee because I actually got some tests done to help me along this journey as well. I got tested by the Advanced Food Tolerance Labs, and it was a premium test, and it tests over, I don't know, like 1,000 things, okay? And they're really just testing all of your intolerances that are induced by your diet and your lifestyle. So they're testing your foods, your drinks, your toxins, your let me scroll. Your foods, your drinks, your toxins, your heavy metals, your vitamins, your minerals, your fatty acids, your yeast and your fungi, your gut biome, your digestive processes. I mean, they're testing everything. And so this is going to give me a well-rounded idea, because I already know of some allergies and intolerances I have. Like, one, chocolate. I should not be eating that. My skin breaks out, my nose bleeds. It's a thing. And a few other things. But I learned about some things that, when I ate, I did have some inflammation, a day or two later, and really didn't know why. And now I know to look into those things. So let me just give you an idea here. Let me scroll. So, like my mild intolerances, okay? And your mild intolerances are things that you should eat controllably, right? Not a lot of it, right? Here and there. And let's just go through a few. So it's ricotta cheese and yogurt. Now, mind you, I'm not a dairy girl like that anyway. I love blue cheese. I love cheddar cheese. Aside from that, and feta cheese, and maybe a little Gouda, okay, and some Munster. But aside from cheeses, I'm not a milk person, not really a yogurt person either, unless it was consisted of like making a smoothie or something like that. But I did like non-dairy yogurts, so yogurts that were made with like almond milk and things like that. So not really too much worried about that. But it has yogurt, so yogurt from cow milk. And then one of my mild intolerances is almond milk. Now, even though I drink oat milk more, almond milk is still really good milk, so in moderation. And then rice milk. I haven't drank rice milk. I don't drink rice milk. As far as drinks, they say Prosecco wine. And then for fish, it's crayfish, clams, mackerel, prawns, and trout. I don't eat any of those when it comes to seafood. I'm definitely like a bass type person. I'm a whitefish person, so I love like my tilapia. I love my haddock. I love my cod. I even like shark fillets. I love me some shrimp, so I'm glad that's not on here. Okay. And some crab and lobster. Ooh, baby, stop playing. And then for fruits, it's quince and then green grapes and lime. I just bought lime for my juicing. But again, these are the moderate, intolerances. And then, of course, kidney beans and lima beans. And I love me some beans, baby. But I love a pinto, a butter bean, and a black eyed pea. That's my thing. So then it says, of course, I'm allergic to cocoa powder. We already know that because I'm allergic to chocolate. Chocolate, cocoa powder, cacao powder, however you want to put it. I shouldn't be eating that. And then it says for meats, liver and pork. And I don't eat either. I don't eat either of those. So that's a good thing. Now for my high intolerances, Um, you guys should see it scrolling up on here, but I'm gonna just go through a few. So mint, I absolutely love mint, and I actually just juiced some mint. Now, did I have some intolerances to it? I wouldn't have noticed. Do I currently have a rash? Yeah. Could it have come from that? Maybe. Is it producing some inflammation and not my skin inflammation? I don't know. I don't know. But now we're going to have to pull away from that. And the one thing I have to pull away from is pineapple, because I do notice, first of all, pineapple already makes your skin itchy. If you eat too much of it, it starts to burn the inside of your mouth. And that's because pineapple has an enzyme that actually eats your flesh. Okay? And I know that sounds crazy, but that's exactly what it does. And I wanted to pull away from pineapple anyway. I do break out with mine. I do. Some things you just ignore. You just like, if I could throw a little ointment on it and I'm going to be good. I mean, but let me stop playing around with my diet, right? So, and then they got for high seafood intolerances is perch and halibut. And I don't eat perch. I have had halibut. So, yeah, I'll pull away from that. I don't have it often, only like restaurants or whatever. And then black beans, I rarely eat that unless it's in like a Chipotle bowl. But normally I opt for the pinto bean. So I'll stay away from that as well. And then, of course, we got venison. I don't eat venison. I don't eat elk meat. And then brown sugar and yeast. And then honey. I absolutely love honey. So, and as you can see for the vegetables, we got some potatoes. We got the red bell pepper. We got the green olives, baby. We got yams. But this is going to help me when I get back into my diet to minimize my inflammation, minimize my skin breakouts. I already have eczema and psoriasis. I don't need anything exacerbating that, right? So I'm going to dig into my health deeper once I start eating, because now I have to control all the things. I got to control the mental. I have to control when I eat. I have to control what I eat. I have to control how much I eat. It's about to be a whole job, okay? But I'm going to do it for me because, one, do I need to get rid of the visceral fat I have? Absolutely. It's bad for my heart, okay? I have atrial flutter. It's bad for my heart. It's bad for my asthma. I can't be heavy. I just can't. I'm 5'3" and some change, and I can't be heavy, right? Nothing to do with body positivity. I'm all about it. If you healthy, you healthy. But my short body can't handle heavy weight like that. I'm huffing and puffing, okay? My lungs got a lot to do. They can't have all the extras on top of it, okay? And hopefully, as I lose a little weight, these breasts will start going back down. Because they done got all the way out of control, but they my girls. So, we still gonna kick it. But other than that, that's what I've been doing. Now, if you guys are interested in finding out your intolerances, all you have to do is send in some hair samples. Make sure your hair is clean. Don't have a bunch of stuff in it. And listen, they're doing all the things. Environmental household stuff that you have around your house. They'll let you know if that's impacting your health. Right now, mine's is 10 in zirconium. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna look that up. And yeah, vitamins, fatty acids. I'm literally, the only thing I'm deficient in is biotin and DHA, so I went ahead and got me some omega-3 fatty acids with the biotin, with the DHA in it, fish oils. And then, of course, I already take collagen, so now I'm just upping my collagen and biotin drops that I take as well. And what else? Let me just go through some other things here. And then, of course, my gut microbiome. It has something here. Streptomyces. I don't know what that is. And then Bifidobacterium infantis. I don't know what that is either. I'm going to look that up. And then, of course, my digestive process. Everything looks good, right? Everything looks good as far as my digestive processes go. And I mean, the toxins, the metals, all the things. Like, they even said that hair color was like one of those things that's like, girl, you got to stop doing that. And I haven't colored my hair in actually 2 to 3 months. You know, I got some gray speaking in there. Don't tell nobody. Mind your business. But I'm not going to color it anymore. I'm actually starting to appreciate my brown hair because I normally dye my hair jet black. Well, like all off black. But I'm actually starting to appreciate my brown hair. So, I mean, it is what it is, you know. If I get a little silver streak or two, it's cool. Let them show, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so if you guys want to do it, I'll have the link in the description. It does give me something towards my next check that I do, because it's advised that you do your checks, you know, fairly often, you know, 6 months to a year or however long you want to do it. But, you know, because things can change for you. So if you get it done, you know, you can see what's changing and what's not in your diet. You know, if you're removing things from your diet and trying to work on your intolerances, then you can get another one done to see, you know, what's going on in your body there. But I will have a link in the description that you can use to get a discount on your first test. And if you would like to use it, you are absolutely more than welcome. But I feel like this is one of the best things I could have ever done for myself, especially because now I'm taking the time to not really eat much of anything. So getting back into these eating habits, I don't know what to buy when I start doing my meal preps, what not to buy. We're just going to try to, the high intolerance things, we're just going to try to work all the way around those. And even though pineapple is going to be significantly hard for me, not necessarily green grapes. I love grapes, but I'll take the red ones. I don't care, right? Black grapes, I like them all. Yeah, that, and then the yams, baby. Ooh. My thing is now, I gotta look up the difference between a yam and a sweet potato, because are they the same thing? Because yams are white, from what I know, right? I've had a white yam before. However, sweet potatoes are orange. Now, are yams also like orangey? Yeah. How do I know? Is it the same thing? Or should I pretend like I don't care to know? I'm just going to say it's separate and still eat sweet potatoes. Let me stop playing. But let me know about the whole yam sweet potato thing, y'all, because that's hurting my feelings. I'm not going to even lie. I love me a potato. And I love me a good white potato, too. I mean, I can eat a red potato, but ain't that still white? I don't know. It's white in the inside. I'm confused. But I'm going to work on some of them. Because these are intolerances. They're affecting my diet and my lifestyle. And I have to do what's best for me. Yeah. So guys, I don't know what's to come up today because like I said, usually I'm getting ready for church. So it's a free day. I guess we'll see. Okay, guys, so I figured out what I wanted for breakfast here. I was looking through my fruit to see what was getting old and what wasn't, and we have these 2 little baby bananas here that have been neglected and disrespected. So we're gonna make a peanut butter protein smoothie. And we're going to do that using Orgain peanut butter protein here. Regain. And then we have about a cup to a cup and a quarter of ice. And then we have 1 cup of cold water. And we have a handful of spinach and a half a bunch of parsley there. And then, of course, our bananas and then some chia seeds that we're going to use. And this will be a good breakfast. It probably will make 2 servings. So I have 2 jars out just in case. But yeah, we're definitely going to use these bananas up. And I know some of you that are watching that hate greens are saying, how is that going to taste like peanut butter and banana if you have greens in it? But believe you me, it's going to look green and the greens are going to be in there, but you're not going to taste it. And so today we won't be using our juicer, even though I am going to juice later, a little bit later on after I have this smoothie breakfast here. But we're going to be using my Ninja Hot and Cold blender, which is the best blender in the world. I don't care about your Vitamixes. I don't care. Okay. And so this blender here, it does everything. It makes smoothies, it makes frozen drinks, it sautés, it makes hearty soups, it extracts, it makes ice cream, it makes sauces and dips, it makes smooth soups, it does everything from cocktails to mixers. You can do everything with this blender, all in the blender. Yes, it's amazing. And I love it. I've had it for about 3 or 4 years. It works just like it did the first day I got it. Amazing. So let's go ahead and prep here. We're going to put our ice in first. And then we're going to put our greens, our parsley, our spinach. We're going to put all that in. And then we're going to open our 2 little sad bananas because they need love. And we're going to break them in half, put them in there. And it's a really quick, fast smoothie breakfast here. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons of chia seeds because, 1, we need that protein boost. And then it's great for your digestive system. I love some chia seeds. I also like to make chia puddings. And when I get back into meal prepping, I'll show you guys how I make my chia puddings. And then we're going to put 2 scoops of protein in. Peanut butter protein. That in there. And then we're going to pour our 1 cup of cold water on top of that. And we'll put our lid on. Snap it. It turned off on us. We took too long. And we're just going to press smoothie. And it does it all. And we are done. Yes, yes, yes. And this is super easy to clean as well. When I tell you guys, it's a smoothie, okay? There's no, you ain't gonna get no chunks or nothing up in here. It's a smoothie. All right. This is delicious, y'all. I've had it several times before. Oh, this should be good. That's going to fill that up. And we'll just pour the rest in here. So not much. That'll was trying to minimize the amount that I made today. And we're just going to wash that out. Amazing. I love that I recycle these jars, guys. So this is my smoothie here. That's what I'm going to drink. I'm going to drink this a little bit first. And then I'm going to dig into this. It's going to be delicious. Guaranteed. So I'll make sure the recipe is up for you guys, just in case you ever wanted to make a protein peanut butter smoothie. And if you had some dead bananas laying around that you need to use up, this is the perfect way to use them up. And I'll make sure I put the ingredients for just a single batch, single serving. And then, of course, you can double or triple it if need be. But that's that, guys. Thank you for watching. The one thing about being on a liquid diet is that you get full fast. If you drink anything thick, you get full fast, okay? I'm literally about to save the rest of this for lunch. I've never felt so full off of minute, very minute things, okay? Very minute. And even now, like the other day, I had some Jell-O. I mean, it was like 4 spoons of Jell-O, maybe. And I was like, that's good. I'm good. I mean, wow. Just imagine when I get back to eating, how I can really have just a small, normal portion of food and be okay. I am so happy about that. Because when I tell you, your girl was eating whole pizzas, big, huge Chipotle bowls and taco salads. I'm talking about bowls that you would get to share with somebody. Full appetizers. I'll go out to eat with my husband and I need my own appetizer. Appetizers are supposed to be to share, baby. I'm eating my own appetizer. Plus my meal. Plus I'm going home with a little dessert, a little pecan blondie or something with some ice cream. I mean, the fact that I can drink this much smoothie and be full, that's what I need. That's what I need. Because even eating all of that food prior to this liquid fast, do you know I could smash food, use the bathroom, hour later, be hungry again? Where's the chips and dip? Okay. Where's the big 7-cup bowl of popcorn? Let's throw oil or butter on it. I mean, I'm making progress, y'all. Today, I'm going to do some Poshmark work on my computer. Get some done. Got some new items to list, new skincare products that I just got in. So I'm going to do that because I was actually supposed to do that Thursday and I did not. So I'm going to do that. I'll be staying at work a little longer today because normally we're at church and today is just a free day. So he's working a little extra. And when he comes in, we're going to probably just have a chill day. You know, watch a couple shows. And that's that. He wants some breakfast food for dinner, so I'll make him some waffles and eggs and probably a little sausage or turkey bacon or something. I don't know. So I'll make him that. And then I'll have my juices because I do plan on juicing today, plus this little half of protein shake because your girl done got full. Okay? She done got full. So I'm good. And then I still got a little bit of cranberry jello in there if I want that, if I just want the taste of something that's sweet. Even though this smoothie is more than enough sweet because we had our little sad little bananas in there and our protein, our peanut butter protein. But other than that, I mean, this is it, guys. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Again, leave me a comment about anything, okay? About anything. What's your weekend like? What do you have planned? Let me know. Any questions or any comments that you want to add to any of the things that I've talked about in this video today, it's greatly appreciated. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if nothing else, please just like and share if you can, so the algorithm can do what it does best here on YouTube and push my videos out to those who are like-minded and would like to watch someone like me ramble on and make weird faces in the screen. Okay. Aside from that, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Day 18 and 19 may be together, so you may not get another vlog from me until Monday, and I'll probably combine day 18 and 19. But as far as day 17, we crashing out today, baby. We just gonna relax. We can relax. And then tomorrow, back onto the shenanigans, cleaning and all of those things. But I'm just gonna use my Sabbath, and I'm just gonna rest and spend time with my hubby. So, have a great weekend, guys. And I'll see you on Monday.